So let us start with the thermodynamic quiz. The first question is 1 bar is equal to, and the options are 10 raised to 5 Pascal, 10 raised to 2 kilopascal or kilonewton per meter square. C, both A and B, and D, none of the above. Now, in this particular case, the option C is correct because 1 bar is given by 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Now we can split this 10 raised to 5 into 10 raised to 2 multiplied by 10 raised to 3, and this 10 raised to 3 is nothing but kilo. So you can say that it is kilonewton per meter square. So it is 100 or 10 raised to 2 kilopascal also. So 1 bar is 10 raised to 5 Pascal as well as it is also equal to 100 kilopascal, and therefore options A and B, they are correct, and therefore correct option is option C. 100 Newton meter is equal to, first option is 100 joule, then 1000 joule, 1 kilojoule and 1 joule. Now we know that 1 Newton meter is equal to 1 joule, and therefore 100 Newton meter has to be equal to 100 joule. So option A is the correct option. Now suppose we are having a motor whose power rating is 10 horsepower. Then its power rating in SI unit. So we have to convert the units over here. So 1 HP is given by 735.5 watt. Then 10 HP will be equal to 10 multiplied by 735.5 watt, that is 7355 watt, and therefore option A is the correct option. Now 1 atmospheric pressure. So atmospheric pressure is expressed in various forms. So it is 1.01325 bar or 101.325 kilopascal, 10.33 meter of water, and D, all of the above. So all these options, they are correct because they are nothing but the atmospheric pressure which is expressed in various forms. So answer is D, not C. So here the correct option is option D. So this option is the or correct option. Now we have to find out the dimension of 1 Newton force. So these are the options which are given. So we know that dimensions, they are given by M, L and T, that is mass, length and time. Now we know that definition of 1 Newton force is, it is the force required to accelerate. So meter per second square is nothing but the acceleration, and kg is the mass. So to accelerate 1 kg mass, whatever the force that is required, that is known as the 1 Newton force. So this is the basic definition that is given in the physics. So kg, it means mass. Meter, that is nothing but L, dimension is L, and in the division it is S square, that is time square. So it is 1 upon T square, that is T raised to minus 2. So we can say that this option ML T raised to minus 2 in the square bracket, that is the correct answer. Then 1 Newton meter per second represents. So the options which are given are 1 kilowatt, 1 watt, 1 Pascal and 1 points. So Newton meter per second, so that is nothing but the power. So we know that 1 Newton meter is 1 joule. So 1 Newton meter per second. So in place of Newton meter, we can substitute joule. So this is nothing but 1 joule per second, and joule per second is nothing but definition of watt. So this is 1 watt. So option B is the correct option. Now suppose we are having the rate of kinetic energy supplied from the nozzle, will have the following units. So kinetic energy, what would be the unit of that particular kinetic energy, that we have to think. So we know that as it is the energy, it will have a unit of joule or Newton meter. So we can say that rate of kinetic energy supplied is 1 half m dot. Now here it is not just kinetic energy, it is a rate of kinetic energy. So instead of m it will be m dot, and therefore m dot will have unit of kg per second, that is mass flow rate, velocity and square of that. So meter per second and square of that, that is meter square per second square. So this is this particular term which we have written. Now we can split this term. So it is kg meter square can be written as kg meter meter. So that is nothing but the numerator. In the denominator we'll have second square and second. So this kg meter per second square, as we know that it is nothing but definition of Newton. So that is written over here. Then this meter per second as it is, that also we have written over here. So it is Newton meter per second, and we know that Newton meter is nothing but Joule. So it is Joule per second, and that is nothing but what? It is watt. So we can say that watt or watt, that is the unit of this particular rate of. So this rate word is important in this case. So therefore the answer is 1 watt. Now unit of specific enthalpy. So again the word specific enthalpy is important. So we know that the unit of enthalpy is nothing but what? Joule. But as it is a specific enthalpy, specific quantities are always expressed in terms of per kg, and therefore it will be joule per kg or kilojoule per kg. That will be the correct answer. So if it is a simple enthalpy, then it will be in joule or kilojoule. But if it is a specific quantity, it will be in joule per kg. For example, if it is a specific volume, then it could have been written in terms of meter cube per kg, correct? Volume per unit mass. Now, 1 meter cube of water is equal to how many kg? So, very, very important question. So, the options are 1 kg, 100 kg, 1000 kg, and 9810 kg. So, we know that mass is equal to volume into density, or volume multiplied by density. So, volume, it is 1 meter cube. Density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. So it is 1000 into 1. So 1 meter cube of water will weigh 1000 kg. So third option is the correct option in this particular case. Now 5 kilowatt hour is equal to. So various options are 18,000 kg, 90,000 kg, 5,000 watt, and 18,000 watt. So we know that 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3600 kilojoule, and therefore 5 kilowatt hour will be equal to 5 multiplied by this 3600. So if you make the calculation, it is 18000. So 18,000, that is our first option, and that is the correct one. Now suppose water is stored in a reservoir at a head of 300 meter, then its pressure will be. So the various values, various options, they are given as 2.943 megapascal, 6 megapascal, 7.067 megapascal, and 8.093 megapascal. Now we know that pressure is equal to rho gh, where rho is the mass density, that is 1000. G is the gravitational acceleration, that is 9.81, and h is the head, which is given as 300 meter. So if you make this particular calculation, then it is 2943000 Newton per meter square or Pascal. But we want in megapascal. So we know that 1 megapascal is 10 raised to 6 pascals. So 1 pascal will be 1 upon 10 raised to 6 megapascal. So you have to divide this particular term by 10 raised to 6 pascal, so that the pascal will get converted to megapascal. And therefore the answer is 2.943 megapascal. So option A is the correct option in this case. Now 100 kg of water is stored in a reservoir at a head of 25 meter. We have to find out the value of potential energy. So various options are 45 kg, 54.987 kilojoule, 45 kilojoule, sorry, then 54.987 kilojoule, 24.525 kilojoule, 76.891 kilojoule. We know that potential energy it is given by mgh, where m is the mass that is given as 100 kg. G is the gravitational acceleration that is 9.81 meter per second square, and h is the head and that is given as 25 meter in the example. So the calculation will give you 24,525 joule. But we want the answer in kilojoule because all the answers which are there, they are in kilojoule. So divide it by 10 raised to 3 so that joule will get converted to kilojoule. So it is 24,525 divided by 10 raised to 3. That is nothing but 24.525. So this particular option is the correct option. Now, 1 volt multiplied by 1 ampere will be equal to. So, as far as the electrical technology is concerned, we know that 1 volt ampere is nothing but a definition of 1 watt, and watt is nothing but joule per second. Then joule is nothing but Newton meter. So, it is 1 Newton meter per second. So, all of the above, that is the correct answer. So all these options, they are the correct options. Then area under pressure volume diagram represents. So we know the displacement work, it is PdV. Therefore, thermodynamic work is pressure multiplied by change in volume. So we can say that area under PV diagram will always represent the thermodynamic work. So option A, that is work, is the correct option. Similarly, area under temperature entropy diagram will represent. So it is the definition of heat. Heat is given by temperature multiplied by change in entropy. So option B is the correct option. So always remember that area under PV diagram represents work, whereas area under TS diagram always represent the. Now thermodynamic properties which are independent of the mass, they are known as the. So answer is, it is the intensive properties, the properties which are not dependent on the mass. For example, pressure, specific volume, temperature, density, viscosity, thermal conductivity, and electrical potential. These are the nothing but the intensive properties of the system. So option C is the correct option. Now the properties which are dependent on the mass of the system, they are the properties, extensive properties. So various properties which are dependent on the mass are mass itself, energy, enthalpy, volume, and entropy. So pressure, then small v is specific volume. So always remember that capital V is the absolute volume in meter cube, whereas small v is a specific volume, and specific means per unit mass. So it is meter cube per kg. So P, V, mass density, rho, and T. These are which type of the properties? So options are extensive property, non-properties, intensive properties, and none of the above. So answer is intensive properties. So always remember that this pressure, specific volume, mass density, and temperature, these are the properties which are independent of the mass of the system, and therefore those are known as the intensive properties. Similarly, volume and mass are. So these are the extensive properties which are not dependent on the mass of the system. Then force and acceleration are. So these are the non-properties. They are not the thermodynamic properties. So therefore option B is the correct option in this particular case. Now we have to write down the expression of work for the following figure. So just now we have seen that area under PV diagram represents the work, and therefore in this particular case the area under PV diagram is 1, 2. Then if you take the projection from 2, this is the projection from 1, This is the projection. So this is the area which will represent a work done, and this is nothing but what? Area of the trapezium. So it is 1/2 sum of the parallel sides. So if you consider this point 1, it will have a pressure of P1. Point 2 will have pressure of P2. Similarly, volume is V1 and over here it is V2. So it is sum of parallel sides. So these are the parallel sides. So P1, P2 are these particular values. Corresponding state properties multiplied by distance or height. So this is the distance, which is nothing but V2 minus V1, because this entire distance from this up to this, it is V2. So this is V2, and from this origin up to this point, it is V1. So obviously whatever this distance which is there, that is nothing but what? It is V2 minus V1. That is change in volume. So it is 1/2 P1 plus P2 into V2 minus V1. So we can say that the option A is the correct option in this particular case. Now pressure and volume are. So just now we have seen that on PV diagram we can represent pressure and volume by a point, and therefore that is known as the point function. So if you have noticed, the values of this pressure, they are dependent on this point, various points on that particular process. So point 1 will have P1 V1 as the value. Point 2 will have P2 V2 as the value. If you take any other intermediate point, then corresponding values of pressure and volume you can note down. So they are dependent on the point, and therefore those are known as, or state, and that is known as the state function or point function. So two thermodynamic properties locate a point on the coordinate axis and are known as the state function or point function. So pressure, temperature, volume, internal energy, entropy and enthalpy, they are the point function. Now heat and work. So we have just calculated the formula for work, that is 1/2 sum of parallel sides into the change in volume in the previous example. So we can say that these are nothing but what? These are the path function. They cannot be located by a point, but they are dependent on the path that is followed by that particular process, and therefore they are known as the path function. So therefore option B is the correct option in this particular case. Now a weight of 100 Newton is raised through 10 meter. Then the amount of work done will be equal to. So the various options are 1000 Joule, 100 Joule, 9810 Joule and 98.142 Joule. Now we know that work is nothing but force multiplied by displacement. The force or weight is given as 100 Newton, displacement is given as 10 meter. So we can say that it is nothing but 100 into 10. So that is 1000. Force is in Newton and distance or displacement is in meter. So it is Newton meter or Joule. So 1000 Joule, that is nothing but our option A, and that is the correct one. Find the amount of energy delivered if the battery of 12 volt is charged with 10 ampere current for 1 hour. Now work energy, electric work is given by VIT. So voltage is 12 volt, current is 10 ampere and time is 1 hour. That is nothing but 3600 second. So this is nothing but 432,000 joule. So option B is the correct option in this particular case. So you'll see the next questions in the next lecture. Thank you very much for watching.